Yo, what is going on, y'all? V-Rob here. Today we'll be going on, as you guys see by the title of this video, we'll be going over the Timberwolves-Warriors trade that broke Twitter last week, Thursday, right before the trade deadline. It was like an hour and a half right before 3 o'clock. So before we hop into my conspiracy and my concern about this trade, we're going to do a quick overview / recap of all the players, all the draft picks and whatnot that went down between these two teams Thursday evening. The Golden State Warriors acquired Andrew Wiggins, a 2021 first-round draft pick, top 3 protected, and a 2021 second-round pick from the Timberwolves in exchange for Jacob Evans III, D'Angelo Russell, and Amari Spellman. What is interesting about these trades, y'all, is that the Warriors and the Timberwolves are currently the two bottom teams in the Western Conference, sitting at 14th and 15. As of right now, the Timberwolves have lost 9 of their last 10 games, and the Warriors have lost 8 of their last 10. Obviously, it seemed like D'Angelo Russell and Karl-Anthony Towns were just bound to play together one day. They always talked about playing together, and obviously those two and Devin Booker, they were on the cover of Slam magazine last year, and they even said that their goal one day is to play together. The Timberwolves obviously did need a point guard. Throughout their team's history, it has always been known that the Timberwolves have always tried to get a point guard. This season specifically, Jeff T played a good portion. Then after 13 games started, they decided to take him out of the lineup because of injuries, and he just wasn't performing that well, and inserted Shabazz Napier. After Shabazz Napier started the majority of the year, he was shipped off to the Wizards last year, and as of right now, they currently have D'Angelo Russell starting at the point guard position, who this year is having a career year, averaging 24 points per game, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds per game, while shooting 43% from the field, 38% from 3, and 79% from the free throw line. As I said earlier, the Golden State Warriors acquired Andrew Wiggins, who this year is averaging 22 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists, shooting 44% from the field, 34% from 3, and 71% from the free throw line. Obviously, there's been a huge criticism of Andrew Wiggins over the years, that he should be doing better than he has been, he should be shooting the 3-ball better, he should be progressing better, and there's a point in his career, especially after his 3rd year, he was making some really good strides. In his 3rd season at the age of 21, in the 2017 NBA season, he was averaging 24 points a game. But then after that, he just dipped in numbers, you guys. 18 points per game, 18 points per game, 22 points per game. And now currently this season, he's averaging 22.4. So it is just sad to me. Andrew Wiggins, who was the #1 pick in the 2014 NBA draft by the Cleveland Cavaliers, traded to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love. He was, y'all, I cannot emphasize this enough. In high school, if you guys followed high school basketball at the time, before he got to Duke, or excuse me, Kansas, he was like the next LeBron, you guys. The hype around Andrew Wiggins going to Kansas and going into the league was unreal. His hoop mixtapes, the dunks that he had, everyone said we've never seen this type of athleticism before. Like, we hear that story every few years. But I'm talking about the hype around Andrew Wiggins, you guys. If you guys remember, if you guys were basketball fans around the 2012, 2013, 14 high school and college seasons, it was unreal, y'all. Andrew Wiggins was everywhere at the time. That's when Instagram was starting to get up and going a little bit. But all over Twitter, all over Bleacher Report, it was unreal. I'm pretty sure my friends made a sports editing account where like we'd post highlights and pictures and edits of players. We literally posted, the only college player that we started with was Andrew Wiggins at Kansas, y'all. We did all NBA and all NFL, but we made an Andrew Wiggins one specifically at Kansas because the hype was unreal, you guys. So what is interesting about this trade, why I brought up that both teams are currently sitting at the bottom 2 spots in the Western Conference, is that this trade is supposed to prepare both teams for the future. Obviously, the Andrew Wiggins, Karl-Anthony Towns duo just was not going anywhere. They tried so many different teams. They even brought in Jimmy Butler. It just did not work at all, you guys. I thought with Jimmy Butler that they could possibly, they actually did make the playoffs, but it just seems after that, y'all, it was just a sinking ship. They tried to bring in Jeff Teague, Shabazz Napier, even brought back Kevin Garnett, and it just wouldn't work, you guys. And obviously for the Golden State Warriors, what Steve Kerr said from the get-go, you could tell that D'Angelo Russell was not going to fit here long term. We knew that they had to get something out of Kevin Durant leaving since he did a sign and trade, which doing that, you guys, helps the team out immensely. Just like this situation. Out of Kevin Durant, they got Andrew Wiggins, a top 3 protected pick for the 2021 draft, a 2022 second round pick, and they got D'Angelo Russell. Obviously, they flipped it for that. But you guys get my point. Kevin Durant really helped the Golden State Warriors in this situation. Why I'm bringing this up is this is my concern. You guys know I'm not the biggest Golden State Warriors fan. It's been great, you know, not seeing them dominate the NBA this year like they have for the past 5 years. 5 straight NBA Finals, 3 championships. is this. Knowing Bob Myers, knowing Steve Kerr, knowing the mindset of the Golden State Warriors, I do not see them wanting to keep Andrew Wiggins long term. He's not on that good of a contract. He's kind of like just doing this up and down throughout his career. He's not where we thought he was supposed to be 7 years into his career. Like I said, he was looked at as the next LeBron James, you guys. Go look at the old magazine covers. Go look at ESPN. Go look at Sports Illustrated. This man was supposed to be the next LeBron James. Next Michael Jordan, whoever. They are going to flip him, you guys. I just do not see Andrew Wiggins fitting in that system. Andrew Wiggins is someone that is a slasher, that is a mid-range shooter, and that has to have the ball in his hand to be effective. The Golden State Warriors, throughout their dynasty and throughout their greatness with Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, have all been great because those players know how to play off the ball. Klay Thompson is a perfect example of that, you guys. You can count on your hands how many times Klay Thompson has dribbled more than 20 times in a game throughout his career, yo. It is because of the likes of Steph Curry that can get around off-ball screens, Kevin Durant that can whip the ball around and get open shots at the top of the key, Draymond Green that facilitates the offense at some points. Those type of players right there is why the offense for the Golden State Warriors throughout the past 5 years was unguardable, unbeatable. So I really see them flipping that this summer, you guys, and this is my concern. You guys obviously know Giannis Antetokounmpo has one more year left with the Milwaukee Bucks. A lot of people are speculating that if the Milwaukee Bucks do not win a championship this year, that he is going to leave in the 2021 summer. We've already seen multiple teams open up cap space for this situation. We've seen the Lakers try and make a push for him. They even signed Kostas Antetokounmpo. We've seen the Toronto Raptors start to make moves for him. We've seen the New York Knicks express that they want to go for Giannis next summer. This is, like I said, the summer of 2021. So we are about 18 months away till that point. So we have the rest of the season and then a full other season until this summer. But players like Giannis Antetokounmpo, players like Kevin Durant, players like LeBron James, you have to prepare seasons ahead to get your team in a position where you can sign this player, yo. And so there's been multiple rumors, especially after the All-Star game last year, seeing the relationship between Steph Curry and Giannis Antetokounmpo. We saw after the Warriors-Bucks game this year, them talk to each other looked very parallel to the picture of Kevin Durant and Steph Curry after the 2016 Western Conference Finals. Is that relationship strong enough? And if the situation is bad enough in Milwaukee, does Giannis pack up shop? Because I look at it from this perspective, you guys. If they do not win the championship this year, yes, they have good pieces, but do they have enough pieces where they can upgrade their team? They're already pretty solid. Like, they're not going to be able to move that many players or sign that many players. This isn't a strong summer for free agents, you guys. The top players are like DeMar DeRozan and Draymond Green. Where the cap space is right now for the Milwaukee Bucks, they can't really do too much this summer. So if they don't win it this year, you go and look at yourself in the mirror and you say, especially for Giannis, can I win with this team next year? If we couldn't win it in 2018, we couldn't win it in 2019, we couldn't win it in 2020. How are we supposed to win in 2021 when, in my opinion, the NBA is getting stronger and stronger? The Pelicans are only going to get better. The Mavericks are only going to get better. I feel the Celtics are even going to get better. I feel the Hawks are coming. The Bulls possibly are coming. There are so many young teams, you guys, even the Pacers, even the Nets next year, with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Just in their conference alone, that are going to be stronger. Does Giannis say, I'm going to be leaving this team? How about we make a trade this summer of 2020 so we don't have to mess around for one more year and waste a year of my prime? He's 26 years old, ladies and gentlemen. Do the Golden State Warriors do this? Do they trade their pick this year, which they have the highest odds to be the number one pick? They'll probably get a top 4 pick at the very least. The Timberwolves' top 3 protected pick for next year, which will most likely will be, because the Timberwolves, y'all, they're not going to go anywhere in the near future. Andrew Wiggins and a few other picks, such as the second-round pick from the Timberwolves and possibly another first- and second-round pick from the Warriors, amount that they have right now, for Giannis Antetokounmpo. So you're looking at we'll say a top 3 pick this year, a top 3 pick next year, another first-round pick, 2 second-round picks, and Andrew Wiggins for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And if he lets the Bucks know that he is leaving next year, y'all, I'm going to tell you guys this. If that happens, if Giannis Antetokounmpo goes to the Golden State Warriors and they still have Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, then you added Giannis Antetokounmpo, and you keep Willie Cauley-Stein, I don't even want to think about that right now, y'all. I do not think the Warriors are going to keep Andrew Wiggins by next year. I think they will move Andrew Wiggins by next year. At the very least, by next trade deadline in February 2021. Andrew Wiggins is not a long-term piece for the Golden State Warriors. They do not want him. They wanted D'Lo out. They knew the Timberwolves wanted D'Lo. And to be honest with you guys, I think the Warriors really finessed. The Warriors really finessed this, you guys, because there's an argument that you can make that Andrew Wiggins is a better player than D'Angelo Russell. They did not have to throw in all of that first-round pick, the 2022 second-round pick. They didn't have to do that. Bob Myers knows what he's doing, you guys, and it annoys me that they are getting in a position where they could possibly get Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yes, we need to see how the rest of the season pans out and how happy is Giannis in Milwaukee. He said multiple times he loves the city of Milwaukee, he loves the culture and whatnot. But will that attitude change if he comes up short once again? Well, this time, will it be on him again? Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, he could have played a lot better last year against the Toronto Raptors and Kawhi Leonard. He could have played a lot better, and I think everyone can agree on that. But now you have a solid team once again. You're going to be the number one seed in the East. You're going to have home court advantage throughout the entire playoffs, including the finals. Can you get it done? Even if you go to the finals and lose to the Lakers, do you still want to leave? Or do you want to stay in Milwaukee long term? If I'm going to be honest with you guys, I could see him staying. I could legitimately see him staying. If they don't win this year, this isn't a do or die year. This isn't like Giannis is in his 17th season or 35 years old. Giannis is 26. The team is still very young with Chris Middleton and others. But like I said, the East is only going to get better and better. Let me know what you guys think, y'all. I think this is very interesting. And if they cannot get Giannis Antetokounmpo, if he signs a long-term deal next season, so he doesn't even go in the free agency in 2021, do the Warriors trying to package for someone else? Because that is a very strong deal, you guys. Even just their 2 picks alone. Could they go after a big name center? Could they go after a big name forward? Because obviously they're going to try and fill up their front court. I mean, maybe like a Clint Capella, not obviously for that magnitude. Maybe a Kristaps Porzingis. I don't know, y'all. That's just names that I'm throwing out right now. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new. Comment down what you think this below. Fam, if this happens, I cannot express to you guys enough how upset I would be. I cannot express to you guys enough how upset I would be. But I don't think, there's a possibility. I don't think the Bucks are going to win this year, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. But I could see Giannis staying long-term in Milwaukee despite that, yo. I don't know where his heart is. I don't know where his mindset is, how much he wants to win, if he wants to win in Milwaukee. I don't know. If Giannis was here right now, I'd love to ask him, but that'll be another day when I get to interview Giannis, y'all. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like. Comment down what you guys think of this, y'all. This is a huge conspiracy theory, a huge rumor going around in the NBA. But thank you guys so much. Stay blessed. All love 2020. Trust God. Trust yourself. V-Rob is out to sing, y'all. NBA season is in full force. It is a great time to be alive. All-Star weekend. Let's get it. Let's go, y'all. V-Rob is out to sing. Peace.